right in.
For sure. What's up, everybody? We are live. I'm here with P.O. For the Ready to Love Philly review panel. Tonight, we're going to discuss episode 8. It is the episode right before everyone gets to the house. So you know it's going to be a little bit crazy. Last week, all the fellas met the exes of the ladies. And then this week, we got the ladies meeting the guys' best friends. And in most cases, the friends or the family, they always give it away. And we were able to see some things this week as well. So if you don't know me, I'm Tyrone from Ready to Love DC. And Paul, go ahead and introduce yourself, bro.
I am Paul from Ready to Love Potomac, season 5 or 6, whatever one you want to call it.
That's what's up. For everyone listening right now, let us know what you think about the latest episode. I must have watched it like 3 or 4 times because I don't want to miss nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't want to miss nothing, and you know it's coming. You know it's about to get crazy. People starting to feel that squeeze.
You already know
of not being in someone's top 2 or top 3, and then they got to figure out some type of respectable exit strategy.
Yeah.
You know, and the one thing I do like about the house is that you can't hide.
Nowhere to go.
You know, you can't hide, and I feel like the producers also like to be a little petty too. They like to be a little bit more petty.
Exactly. You already know.
during that weekend.
That's exactly right.
So the very first date, right? We got Kiara meeting Jay's childhood friend Aaron.
Oh shit! I gotta bring up the picture matrix again.
Yeah, you know how sometimes like I'm gonna turn it all. I'm gonna turn it all the way down. Like sometimes you want to see if the date solidified anything, you know, or if it's gonna mess anything up, right? And for the most part, you know, I just feel like the date pretty much said everything that we knew already,
right,
about these two. Where I got my notes, basically he was committed through his relationships for 11 years, which is not a bad thing at all, man. More power to him. Oh no, let me get that back. And what else? They talked about the blended family, them both having 2 kids, and her not seeing anybody else but him throughout this date. What you think?
I mean, I think from on his side of the house, I think he was solid. I feel like she probably left out. She seemed like she left out feeling some type of way, you know. I think there was some static or something about that, if I can remember, that she didn't like about the conversation, was something that was said that she wasn't really feeling. But I don't really think those two have a real connection, to be honest.
So was you talking about there was like something was going on with the tension, with the energy, with the connection?
Yeah,
something did seem a bit off. I know there was one comment about them being locked in.
Yeah, exactly.
And she was like, "Huh, what?" And he was like, "What? We not locked in?"
Exactly, that part.
It felt weird.
Yeah,
you know, felt a little different. And then there was something else after that too.
Yeah, and that's why I was like, what the hell is that?
So you feel like you know how you be like, man, this might be the beginning of the end for them, right? Because
yeah, I don't really feel like I don't think they got a whole bunch going on, to be honest. I think that this might be the smoke and mirrors of the show, forcing this sort of, connection or whatever. I would be interested to see what they really feel about each other. I don't know that he's into her all like that.
Yeah, I ain't want to say it, man, but I feel like they matched. Like they was there from the beginning.
No doubt.
It was working for them.
They do,
Yeah.
but at the end of the day, man, I don't know. I don't know if that connection is true.
Uh-huh.
I just don't. I don't know if it's a bona fide, true blue connection.
Uh-huh.
It seems like you know, there's some different levels.
Yeah.
It seems like there's got to be something in the background. I think that's being off-putting.
You know how we like to analyze hugs and stuff.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
There she go. She's like, oh yeah, whatever.
Oh man.
Mm-hmm.
To go to Africa says so far they are the best couple on the show. None of the others appear to. That's interesting.
Yeah.
We'll see how you feel once we get to the rest, because I feel like Rose had said some things in her interview.
Yeah, and I mean, when you think about the previews for next week,
Mm-hmm.
and you see them two, it ain't adding, like what I was already thinking ain't really adding up.
Right.
So,
All right. We got next. We have. Let me put this to the screen. Next, we have Tay meeting Cisco's friend Zach and Q. Right.
yeah, let me
She
see.
said she wanted to figure it out if it could work.
Oh
And
yeah.
if she wanted to figure out if she could work to meet his goals while with someone, or no, figure out if he can work to meet his goals while with someone. She mentioned he had everything that she was looking for, but then he mentioned except for the car. So
Hey, except for the what?
except for the car.
Oh,
And then you can hear the music drop and the producers being a little bit petty and all that stuff.
yeah.
But I feel like, this was another one of those situations where, just like in a previous season, the guy is the one that initiated something negative about himself,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
you know. But his friends kind of took up for him like good friends.
But see, here's the thing. This is what I got. And I don't know why women do this, but she already knew that she wanted to be with him and that she was going to be with him. She was just looking for somebody to convince her that she's doing the right thing.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what that meeting was all about.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think, there's nothing that was going on to me that said, oh, she may not. I mean, to me, it looked like a shoe in.
Kinda. I like I said, those first impressions matter, you know?
You know,
Those first impressions matter. Um, and I feel like she had her boundaries at the beginning, and she was willing to push those goalposts to the side, for a little bit, hear him out, which is cool, you know.
you see, her thing is this, and this is a lot of women's problems.
Mm-hmm.
They don't really want the man that's in front of them. They don't like him. But what they like and what they, fall for is the potential.
Mm-hmm.
And they always try to build on what it could be and never what's right before their eyes. And that's why I said she needed some convincing, because she sees, oh, okay, this guy has potential. He's got some drive behind him,
Mm-hmm.
whatever. I need the kick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. She did mention that other connections, and they both like her, but he felt some type of way about hearing her name in the vault by the other
Mhm.
guys. What you think that was?
I mean, well, you already know people talk, but at the same time, you thing is people. You know how that goes. People on the show, man, they find sometimes people find that one person and they expect you're
Mm-hmm.
supposed to lock it in with me, period, point blank. We've
Mm-hmm.
seen this in other seasons with what was it with Tony
Uh-huh.
and the Morgan situation, and you know we this is a recurring thing that goes on
Yeah.
throughout this whole process, and sometimes people get off track and they feel like or they forget that there was 10 other men
Yeah,
in
yeah,
the mix, you know what I mean?
yeah.
And so, yeah, no, I mean, sometimes and we don't know what they're talking about at night.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know whose houses they stay in a night over.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? Because let's be clear, when the cameras go off, people is either in Ubers or driving over and
Yeah,
doing what they want to do because it just happens. And I've seen that with my own eyes.
yeah.
So yeah. So I think there was some loyalty that he was expecting to be pledged, but she's playing the game too.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah.
I mean, I didn't have a car the whole season. Um, I think it was a little bit different where I was living in DC.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And most people that live in DC, a lot of people don't have cars. It don't mean you can't afford one. It
Yeah,
just doesn't make sense to have one, especially when you pay for more than you're gonna spend over $1,000 in notes, parking, and insurance.
yeah,
And it's just more simplistic to just walk or take the Uber.
yeah. But then some of them dates was like in Maryland and shit. I was like, I don't never go to Maryland.
Right.
Hey.
I mean, that's when you got to rent you a zip car or something. Yeah, I mean,
So what do we think about this Tay meeting Cisco's friends?
I mean, I think it went well. I think that he pretty much uh, his boy's reassurance was pretty much catering to what she was looking to get out of it.
Mm-hmm.
So they hit the mark.
Yeah. I think his boys didn't mention the fact that he's a grinder. He is gonna make it. Stick with him. But I was kind of wondering what the end goal was. I don't know if we ever figured out, like during the show, what was his end goal or profession or whatnot.
I mean, see, this is the reason why I don't like to know the cast. And this is a problem that Ready to Love, they shot themselves in the foot with the long pause
Yeah.
because people had opportunity to see how these people are living, how they act
Mm-hmm.
on social media. So now you have a whole different perspective of the show,
Mm-hmm.
a whole different perspective along. You're like, yo, nah, that's not who this person is.
Yeah.
So how you trying now? You just effed up the whole format. Um, I didn't like that, but it's hard to, I mean, like I said, now because I had so much interaction, I wish I hadn't,
Mm-hmm.
but it's hard to, see them in the show when I'm like, yo, these brothers is like these is different dudes.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, I believe it, man. Like in these situations, I believe that at some point, the cast, like what do you call them? The recruiting
mhm,
casting, like they saw something good
mhm.
in these guys to bring them on,
Yeah.
and I'm thinking, they're imagining that the women are also going to see that,
Hmm.
you know.
And they have the sit down, they have the round table, they talk to the men, and
Mhm.
they get a good feel for their character. And some men, every once in a while, there's a clown that they
Uh-huh.
that they have to have out there. But
Uh-huh.
it's just uh,
Yeah, I mean, y- He probably was hot. You know, he probably was hot and sweaty to go to Africa.
I mean,
It
hey,
do be
listen,
hot out there, man. It do be hot out there.
our mixer was sweltering,
Yeah,
and we
it
had
do be
on
hot.
suits.
Yeah. They
Like,
want you looking nice, suited and booted. And it be hot out there, you know?
yeah, and people gave Clifton hell about wearing that orange T-shirt, but
Uh-huh.
I was jealous.
Yeah.
So,
All right. What we think? What we thinking?
no, I think, like I said, his mans and them held it down.
Hmm.
She bought what they were selling,
Hmm.
and I think she's open and she's in love with the potential that he could
Hmm.
as a man.
Okay. So, like, you have daughters.
Mm-hmm.
What advice would you give to your daughter since we are not hearing from any of Tay's friends?
Um, wait, what advice would I give my daughter if
If Tay was your daughter, what advice would you give her?
oh, I would tell her, I would say, look, I would bust it out just like that. The man might, look attractive or whatever on the outside, but do you think that he's going to be able to support and live up to the expectations that you have set for yourself?
Mhm.
And if you think that if there's something there that tells me or you, that he's going to be a winner long term, then I would say proceed, but proceed with caution.
Mhm.
Um, you know, she's a professional. She's a nurse anesthetist.
Mhm.
Those anesthetists make,
Yeah.
upwards of $275,000. I dated an anesthetist before, and she made a lot of money. She's also very busy.
Mhm.
Um, but I don't know what Cisco's background is in terms of education and things like that. You know
Uh-huh.
what I mean? But you have to say, how does this pair well? Is this somebody that I'm going to have to, you know, put money into or put something into, or, is he going to be able to match the energy?
Yeah.
So, you
Um, yeah, I'd probably give my daughter the same advice. Like, if you see
yeah.
some potential, you know, go with it. But potential can only take you so far. So,
Hmm.
you know what I mean? Try to put a little time limit to it. If you see improvement, stick with it.
Right.
Um, if not, then just kind of, you know, keep it there or keep it to the side,
Right.
however you want to proceed. But it would be really tough to go all in if you're not feeling secure and comfortable with that.
Right. Right. Hmm.
Um, we did get some comments. Do we feel Cisco shouldn't have revealed his love interest during the break?
Wait, do I feel that he should have? Wait, what did I miss?
There were some videos that came out during the break
Hmm.
with him, some stories and videos. And I'd be trying my best not to be on Instagram, on social media.
Yes, right, and that's that. I
Mhm.
stayed away from the whole. I tried my best to stay away from the cast so
Mhm.
that I could come back in fresh, you
Yeah.
know. But so what happened? What did?
Well, he's clearly with someone
Oh,
on a vacation, multiple places, multiple events, multiple uh, wardrobe changes, so to speak. Looked like he was kind of um,
living
telling
his
the
best life.
world that this is his person.
Oh, well, and was the face revealed or
Oh, we saw everything. You could see her
in total?
total beach,
Oh shit!
all that. Yeah, you could see
I
it all.
see. And I thought that there was a clause in those contracts
Hmm.
that you wouldn't reveal your relationship status until whatever, I think after the reunion, whatever the hell that
Hmm.
was. So I don't know, Cisco, man, if you ain't got no ride, I don't know if you got the 750,000 that they gonna try to tax you in that contract if they really want to get nasty.
Hmm.
I ain't got $750,000 laying around that I want to give to own.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's why.
Yeah.
But
Is that
I don't think.
Kiara? How you doing? How are you? I can't really see the picture, the thumbnail. How you doing? Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, I feel like though he shouldn't have never, he shouldn't have did that because it takes some of the interest out of the show. We know he's not with her at the end of the day.
Yeah, and that must have been hell. That must have been hell on the cast.
Yeah.
To try to keep it on the low all this time.
But guess what though?
On that break,
Guess what though? The cast. I mean, I'm gonna say this because I'm a rebel. Good for Cisco. I'm glad that he did that shit because they ain't have no business taking a break in the middle of their season, trying to discount them or whatever. And you want people to sit there and be quiet for an extra 3 or 4 months. Like maybe he wants to move on with his life. So yeah, fuck him.
Hey, yo, Paul's always the rebel. And I always got to say, the views and opinions expressed by Paul are those of Paul and Paul only.
I'm just saying.
So, Tina, we got Kiara and Hussein here joining us. Hussein has been a regular, so shout out to you, Hussein, for supporting. I am going to try to make it to Philly, I guess. Maybe for a reunion party or something. Whatever y'all do, I would try to make it up there.
Yo, y'all got to let me know. You already know I got PA tags, PA inspection stickers, PA emission. Got it all. Let me know what's good.
Yeah.
I'll pull up.
Yeah. All right. We got Angie, Rose, and Sahara meeting Cam's high school friend Niche. And I'm trying to get this clip of there's a look Sahara had on her face when she walked in. I don't know if you caught it.
Oh shit. Let's see.
But it's just me causing a little stir because I noticed it.
Oh shit. Let me see what we got.
Hold on. I'm a add it and then try to pause it.
Oh boy.
Try to pause it at the right moment.
Let's see.
So there's a few things during this date that was kind of revealed. One was Sahara complaining about not getting her personal moment. One thing I thought was interesting was the friends saying Cam giving people attention, too much attention than they deserve. Man, it was a little bit before that. I know I'm gonna mess it up, but it was probably like 3 or 4 frames before this.
So I'm gonna tell you, like, all right. So let me just speak on this part. So Sahara. I didn't like her in the beginning, but I like her now. I like her personality. I just, I just like how she's unapologetically Sahara. Period. Point blank. And then what's his name? Cam, right? Is that Cam?
Yeah, Cam.
Oh, yeah. I had a totally different. I had him to be kind of pegged as, shy, very reserved or whatever. I hate when Owen do that shit.
You thought he was reserved?
I thought he was in the beginning. Yeah, I thought because it was like, I'm like, yo, open up, like, just get, do your thing. But
Cam was trying to bag everybody. We saw you, Cam.
No, I mean, because what they do is they give you this bullshit, kind of, spoon feeding you these personalities, and you know it's wrong. So now I'm seeing who he really is, and I'm like, okay, I rocks with him. But when I see them two together, I know that he smashed her already.
Wow.
I already know. I
Wow.
just
I wasn't
yeah,
gonna take it there.
yeah. I feel like he's already been on that road, and this is just theatrics.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna go there. I think you missed last week, but last week I said I think they go together for real.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think they go together for real. I think they've been together
yeah,
for a while, and Sahara been letting us know.
yeah. I think they had a couple of elegant evenings out and some very late nights on the couch.
All right. So more notes about the date. So Angie admitted that she's never had a leader, and I did want to ask the audience how they felt about that. And she said, "What if she don't want any help and wants to do it alone?"
Oh yeah.
So, audience, how y'all feel about that? Cam isn't used to a nurturer, and then at the end of the date, we hear Sahara say, "Choose wisely,"
Yeah.
and you know,
That was the thing that said to me, you know what it is. You know you ain't gonna get none of this whatever.
yes. So, having been on the set, right? We are aware of the conversations that are going on. You know what I mean? And we do know production get to pick and choose whatever they want to put in that clip.
Yep.
And they be choosing some interesting
Yes.
comments from Sahara.
Yes, exactly. Um, but I'll tell you this. There's a problem with you have these women that have, that wants to be kind of the male and the female. And those are the type of women that should be left alone. If you don't want a man to step up and be the leader, the head of his household or whatever, and you have to, take and get in there and, try to replace him, don't have a man. Just do life single and go get you, a partner here and there when you want to get touched up and then go back home.
Yeah, so
But
so
but but I'm sorry, go ahead.
not to cut you off. Go ahead, man.
No, I was gonna say, it shouldn't be that a man has to make himself small in
Mhm,
order for you to have a big ego
mhm,
and not let a man do what a man's design is to
mhm.
do. You
Yeah,
feel me?
yeah.
Right.
Because I have a sister. I have women, family members, and a lot of them say, "I'm tired." You
Right.
know what I mean? I'm tired. I take a man that want to
Right.
lead, lead on some of these bills and some of these chores and some of these projects I got to do in this house.
Right.
Um, so I would imagine like this got to be tiring for her, but she may not know no other way and may not know how to relinquish that.
Yeah, but I understand that. But when you say off the rip, nine with it,
Hmm.
instead of saying, that's something that I've never had before, and I'd
Hmm.
like somebody, or I'd like to see what that experience would be like for me. It was kind of just like a hard no, and you just got to deal with this. So you're telling me up front, that I'm buying a lemon because
Yeah.
I'm always going to be, fighting against myself as a man, and I have to, shrink so
Hmm.
that, and it's just stupid.
Yeah. So I was going back and forth with it, and maybe she just hasn't met the person that she's willing to relinquish that to. But I can tell you from a man's perspective, I know that, my job is to provide for my household,
Yeah.
right? I'm going to provide for my household and I'm gonna be the leader of my house.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, that's like my primary I don't want to say mission in life, but what am I as a man if I can't do that? If you don't necessarily need me for that, but to just let it come out of your mouth that you want to do it alone.
Right.
Nah,
And see,
I wouldn't be able to handle it personally. Like you go, hey, let me know how it works out.
exactly, and that's exactly where I'm at with it. And sometimes, what women can do is they can say, "I want a leader," but they act, and they're saying by actions that I don't want no man telling me what the f to do. Blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like you want a leader, but you don't want to listen,
Right.
or you
Exactly.
don't want to be led.
Yeah.
But in the end, it'd be the dude. It'd be the dude because trust me, they will submit to the right guy.
Yeah. What was Cat Williams' character's name in Friday when he was the pimp? And
Um,
I forget. But
Money
whatever.
Mike, Money Mike.
Money Mike. Yeah, Money
Yeah.
Mike. Money Mike said to those two chicks, be helpful. Be helpful.
Anything else on this date with Angie Rose, Sahara? Did it seem like the ladies was like fighting for his attention, or did it seem like all the ladies was just cool with
Well,
each other? Because we have seen some hate
yeah.
in previous seasons.
I think Sahara came there genuine to, shut the shit down. She was like, yo, you already know what it is. So let's just shut that shit off. And I think that Rose has an interest in him. And she's like, the other girl, what's her name? The light skinned
Angie.
Angie. She's like, Angie, I ain't worried about you. He ain't thinking about you. You just here for filler. But Rose, you already know. You know what I'm saying? Because there's no reason whatsoever why Angie should have been on that day. I never even seen them going. Like I never seen nothing with them two.
Angie and Cam.
Yeah, he don't want her. There's no interest. She was just a part of the theatrics. Like, yeah, get her in there, and then we'll crowd the room to create some sort of drama.
Yeah, so that makes what 6 or 7 interests for Angie.
Yeah. I don't think Angie has a whole lot of interest on the table, and it could be, when you have no shade to her, but when you have a personality of, as they say, boss B or whatever, you have that sort of personality. Sometimes it could come off as off-putting, and it may not be anything, but it can look like it's off-putting. And for men, soon as we hear I'm a boss, it's checkout time. I'm done. All right, I'm out. I don't want to hear that shit.
Right. It's bad enough I gotta fight the whole world in my life, and now I gotta come home and battle with you too.
Right.
Like,
So I think a lot of men, that are there are like, no, I ain't got time for that. I don't want nothing to do with that. Period.
I think especially like once you get to a certain age,
yeah,
you're just not gonna, I'm not even gonna waste brain cells or emotions on that. All right.
Yeah.
That's cool. All right. So we got Deanna exploring a new connection with Khalil and his friend Brian. And then Tay is also there as the second person.
Yeah, thank you for the illustration, brother, because I didn't forget these people's names. Like I only know like four.
Deanna?
Yeah.
She had the hair flowing.
No, I know who it is now, but
yeah. Yeah, so I think we had some back-to-back dates with Deanna.
Right.
The first one was Deanna, Tay, and Khalil. We learned that Khalil's cool, no drama. We also learned that Deanna isn't a nagger during the day, but I think we knew that already.
Right.
I think they touched on that, and it might be due to her profession.
Yeah.
You know, saying it's cool because she didn't even want nobody to contact her, right? Saying I'm at work.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I think Khalil might be a cool brother, and for some reason in my mind, I think I'm probably about 80% sure he's probably has Jamaican um, heritage or something. Just giving me the vibes, you know. Um, but this whole interaction. Wait, where we at? Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Khalil. I mean, I think everything was smooth. You know, I don't know that him and Tay has got a thing. I think that Tay again was just a filler date. You know, because it's like I haven't seen them two really going on with nothing going on.
With who? Tay and Khalil?
Yeah.
I feel like there was a little something, but I think they tried to make Khalil look nervous and
Yeah, I don't think that he had a whole lot of eggs in the basket, and I think his thing was, you know, forward thinking. You know, maybe she could be something in the background, but
yeah, I feel like Khalil was Tay's safe pick.
yeah. Or you know, that's owns or I'm sorry, Will Packer, Lighthearted Entertainment and such. Them, you know, the producers throwing that kind of chaos out there.
Well, maybe it can work though.
Nah. Nah, that ain't working.
Not working, huh?
No, sir.
So not much from this Deanna
No,
explore this new
I
date
didn't really get a whole lot of.
with Khalil.
Yeah, that was just kind of a smooth, you know, what was going on.
Nah, it's cool, Lex. We good. Thank you
Yeah,
for the support. We're gonna see you soon. Get well.
yeah. Get well, Lex.
All right. Where else we at? Since we didn't see a lot in this Deanna and Khalil date, except that the better connection would be with Khalil and Tay.
Khalil and Tay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know that. I don't see this is. I mean, I don't see it. I don't see Khalil and Tay at all, and I don't see him with DeAndre or
Deanna.
Dion. What? Yeah, I don't see him with her either. Just see something is off. Like I'm trying to figure out what in like something. Maybe I got to go rewatch the whole goddamn thing again because I don't know. I don't get. I got to go look at his connections because I just think it's off. I'm like, why did they bring those two?
This is just me starting more trouble.
Funny as hell. Yeah, now look at this. Look at this. You got all everybody's arms is folded at the table right now. Like, you go what?
Oh man. All right. So now that we're past the Deanna, Khalil, and Tay date, we have Deanna meeting Naeem's childhood friend Yusef. But Tay's there too.
Right. See, I could see, yeah, I don't know. Can we roll the footage?
Of the second Deanna date?
Yeah. Just second one. I could see Naeem trying to you know, go after that.
I
I can see that.
really was I really haven't seen Naeem kind of go hard at all. I think there was a little something with him and Tay at the house, but I feel like that was just
But you know what
like
they
that just
do?
came natural to him. I feel like that interaction was just natural for him, you know.
Yeah, but you know, this is own. Then what they do is they like, look, we know your ass is about to get booted off. We ain't gonna put a lot into your storyline. You know, make your storyline about you having all these damn babies, and that's that.
Okay, yeah.
He seems like a good. I mean, he seems like a really nice, good guy.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah. Like clearly he a good dude.
Yeah.
You know, he's a good dude. Um, they keep mentioning the kids and his mom and the child's mothers. I feel like there's other things that they could have focused on.
Right.
Like if they're gonna bring him on, they need to. I feel like they should have focused on what they saw in
Right.
him during the casting.
But see, but they knew this though. They knew that this guy has what, 6 kids or uh,
5.
5 kids.
Hmm.
So they're like, yo, we're gonna make a story out of this. We're gonna highlight, the fact that he's got 5 kids. Okay, but are we talking about, okay, how well does he take care of his kids? Obviously, he takes care of them. He
Yeah.
owns a gym, things like that. Why can't we make this story, something uplifting? Like,
Hmm.
yeah, though I had these kids out of this, my kids are my world. I take care of them. And I'm
Hmm.
sure he said these things,
Yeah.
in probably in a different light. So why not highlight those types of
Hmm.
qualities and say, okay, this man has these kids or whatever, but that doesn't mean that he's ineligible to date
Hmm.
because he's still a family man at the end of the day. And if you have a man that's taking care of 5 kids, then you know that he knows how to nurture or whatever. Like, come on, man. Like, they could have did something else with that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. It's just kind of unfortunate that in this situation, if you are dating in a competition style
yeah,
arena, then people are going to end up looking at the resume before they look at the person,
right.
and and that's kind of hard to get past too, and he took it well.
Yeah,
He's aware, he was honest about it. He did mention that he don't need his child's mothers for much,
right.
and he got everything under control, which does take time.
Hmm.
It takes time, it takes consistency, because just keeping one
Yeah,
happy is but 3.
yeah. And one thing I did like on this date is the vulnerability portion where he talked about, his history, like how
Hmm.
he was young, he started out and then he got married and he,
Hmm.
made some mistakes and,
Yeah.
accountability for that. And then said, I did it again. Like, I kept on messing up.
Yeah.
Being able to have kind of that reflection and say,
Hmm.
all right, this is what I've been through, this is what I did. But I'm going, now I picked up the pieces and I'm trying to put the puzzle back together, you know.
Yeah.
Um,
I had a question for the ladies and even you, Paul. Do you believe once a cheater, always a cheater?
I don't, because
Because you recovered from your cheating, huh?
I mean, yeah, I reformed myself, you know. I reformed myself. I learned that, you don't have to be in a relationship and you get to do whatever you want to
Yeah.
do
Yeah.
when you're not. So I think that if you understand what your needs are and you know who you are, right? When you feel like you're not in that place that you can give 100%,
Yeah.
you can always step the fuck back and say, you know what, this ain't a good thing for me.
Yeah.
And And if you're emotionally mature, you will do that. Now, some women, they make you into a cheater because you're like, I want it over. And they're like, but no, don't go. And you're like, I'm gonna fuck around on you. And they're like, oh, just stay. We can work through this. And then you end up doing it. And then it's like, you cheated on me.
Yeah.
So
I'm not gonna say I've never cheated, but
yeah.
as I've matured, I realized that the pain of telling the truth is a lot less harsher than the pain of lying to them. You know, because there's no reason to lie.
Yeah.
You know, there's no reason to lie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. I mean, after a while, I mean, when you know, if it ain't, I mean, because there has, like, unless you are just an addict,
Uh-huh.
there has to be something that's causing people to cheat.
Mm-hmm.
And so, if, say, said activities aren't corrected or whatever the situation is,
Mm-hmm.
you're like, yo, like, and then and you're not getting stuff worked through.
Yeah.
It's like, well, what would you expect? Like, for example, if a woman isn't, giving her man none for 100 or 130 days, that's fine. But what did you expect that man to do while he waited for you for 130 days? So you now have controlled not only your whatever, but you also are controlling his drive or whatever too.
Mm-hmm.
And the expectation should be, as a woman, look, I know I don't feel like doing this shit. So, go out there and go get yourself right. And then when I'm ready, you can cut it out.
Mm-hmm.
This because otherwise it's manipulation and control.
Mm-hmm.
What if, like, my thing would be like this here? What if I don't pay the bills for 130 days?
Mm-hmm.
What you gonna do?
Yeah. Yeah.
You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, there's really, I think there has to be some sort of compromise. If if you're not willing to do the work, then you should be willing to let somebody else do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
So after that, we got Deanna saying having 3 of the moms is too much for her, and Tay didn't seem to want to take a risk with the next cheater. So I feel like production was closing out Naeem's storyline.
Right.
You know, because once I saw that, I was like, oh, he about to.
Yeah, that's it. It's over. He's
He about to get it. All right, we're good on Naeem, because we're gonna end up coming back to them, but we're good on that date.
Yeah. And by the way, no, I'm not saying that men don't have self-discipline. I feel like there has to be an end of manipulation.
Mm-hmm.
So if you manipulate situations, you can't always expect the results to go in your favor. So the best thing to do is for 2 people to come together and work through and get to a solution that works for everybody. That's it.
Yeah. I always explain why men cheat. I say men cheat because the thrill of the hunt outweighs the loss of losing the girl.
Right.
It's just that simple.
That's true.
If she was the best thing that ever happened to you, you wouldn't risk it.
Nope. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you don't have to look good to be the best thing that ever happened to somebody. You don't have to be in shape. You don't have to, there's a lot, you know what I mean?
Very odd. Yeah, I did. Yeah, and another comedian will say, a man is only as faithful as his options.
That's true.
It's easy to be disciplined with nobody throwing it at you. But if you can get it just by walking out the house,
yeah,
you ain't gonna have that much discipline in the
That's
world
true.
because a lot of people's going to be willing to keep it a secret for you.
Right.
All right.
And hang on, let me just say this,
Uh-huh.
and then we can move on.
Uh-huh.
Y'all women are the worst cheaters in the world. They cheat way more than men. And there's like, realistically, I should not be able, if I wanted to at will, I shouldn't be able to call up none of my exes and be like, yo, I'm trying to come over. What's good? And they say, yeah. I'm not that lucky.
Come on. I'm pretty sure it's at least one person you can call. You probably
Yeah, exactly. I could call.
not tonight, but I'm
I
pretty
could,
sure within
more than likely, if I ever wanted to call any of my exes, they'd be like, where and when? And that's a problem because I'm sure you have men.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Man. Crazy.
Yeah.
All right.
Don't want to reveal too much.
Yeah, let's just move on.
Your man ain't me. We know that. Okay.
Man.
All right. We had a good date. I'm gonna point out some things. I'll point out something I did see in this date, though. I know Hussein's watching, so it's cool.
Okay.
She looked good, man. She looked good. But Rose always looks good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Rose always looks good. Her walk up.
She came in. Yeah, she came in looking like a million.
Yeah.
Okay.
That had that walk up.
Yeah, that right there, Hussein, if you didn't say, never mind. Never mind.
You know what we saying.
Yeah, exactly.
This it right here. Watch him.
Boom.
Watch you take him by the hand, you know, and sit her down like the protector, like the leader.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is me right here. Look at that. Bam.
You're gonna sit your ass right here and let those wolves get the hell away from them wolves over there.
But she handled it well. Like, he know his peoples. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no.
They weren't supposed to come at her like that on TV.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But I'm pretty sure it wasn't just the 8-minute conversation that we saw.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no doubt. But the wolves was out.
Yeah. But I mean, if you gonna throw it in the fire, you know what I mean? Sometimes you gotta throw it in the fire, and it's like the 300. If you make it out, you make it out.
Exactly.
You know? So she admitted to seeing herself outside the process with him.
Yeah.
The friend asked about how conservative she was in bed, but she did let it be known she ain't got no issues.
Yeah.
Ain't no complaints.
He said, I'm not gonna throw it up on OWN, but
yeah. And she was with it too. So I like that energy about her and what she showed. Like, I am a lady, but I could get it in if I need to get it in too. So
yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what I get from her is she's probably really a sweet girl. Like, she seems like a really, sweet girl. And I think that could get her in trouble too. You know.
Okay. Did y'all catch that?
Yep.
Did you know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
Because I caught it. I rewinded it like 5 times. At least 5 times. Like, you know how Leonardo DiCaprio, he's like, caught that.
Right.
I don't know what we talk about. Hussein, we caught you. We're gonna rewind it again. Watch when Hussein gets up. He give Rose that little tap of reassurance, even though Ed coming in.
Like, baby, let me get the door real quick.
Yeah. But basically, he's like, hey, I'm still here. I got you. Watch this. Oh.
I'll be right back.
Yeah. Don't worry about it.
I think.
It's us right here.
Oh man. Right.
So yeah, but he's smart though.
Mm-hmm.
That's the smart move.
Yeah, no doubt. Yo, his tribe though, his homies, they can't.
Watch this. There it is.
Got him.
Okay. Yeah. Um, so the friends say that Hussein loves hard. And he got a high sex drive.
He be out there smashing. How you gonna keep this man tame? He like,
I'm like, he was an athlete. He's 6'8".
yeah.
I mean, it's only right.
Well,
It's only right.
yeah. Damn, he's 6'8", man. I thought I was the tallest one on the.
I think he's 6'8". I'm pretty sure. He need to be a little bit more communicative. For not answering the calls and responding. He did explain why he didn't with Rose and Angie, but when I was listening to with Angie, I was like, it's because you ain't the one.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is too, when you in this shit, this process, I think he was being nice about, yo, you get on my nerves. That's why I don't call. That was, that was very classy of him to just kind of
I prefer to text. That was his,
like
he said I prefer conversation.
Yeah.
Opposed to texting.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good one. I'm like,
yeah. But I feel like he was probably agitated and on edge by being asked that question. And I mean, when you're in this process, man, you got all kind of shit going on. You got life going on, regular work. You just got off the damn set. You was filming all goddamn day.
Yeah.
You don't really feel like doing it. You know what I mean? I didn't feel like it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Her whole voice changed when talking about Hussein. It's weird because I could hear the audio and all that.
And I mean, I don't know, like, she's probably a nice person in the real world, but the way that they're setting her up on here makes her seem like, she's a bit like a lot, like a really big personality, and you have to, get ready.
Who, Rose?
Yeah, before you.
I feel like it's making her out to be like this weak, what do you call it? A hopeless romantic.
Yeah. No, not Rose. The other girl.
Andy.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
what were you saying?
No, I was saying that, they make her on the show, appear to have so much of a big personality that you have to prep yourself to go into a room with her. And I mean, in other words, like there's people that I worked with in, at one point in my life where I'm like, man, I got a meeting with this mother right here. I don't feel like it. But let me get my stuff together so I can go through and show face. That's the kind of character that they're setting her up to be. Not saying that that's who she is, but when I see this on the screen and, the way that she interacts, that's just how she's coming off.
Yeah, I think with Angie, when it comes to, her person and leading, you just got to do it. Right? You can't just talk about it because bringing it to her attention is just going to make her pull back. You just got to do it. And you just got to be consistent until you build that trust with her. I don't think it would be, overly difficult. Just some consistency.
So what does she do for a living? Maybe that'll help me understand.
I think the only thing we found out was that she was a bartender. Well, she admitted to being a bartender meeting the friend, but I wasn't sure about everything else.
Bartender, and you don't want a man to take care of you.
Well, I'm not saying that she's a bartender. That's the only thing I remember.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Okay. Next.
All right. All right. So we got the ladies' vote.
Hmm.
The vote. I think one of the few things that came out was Sahara admitting to having a little something with Jay.
Beef.
We saw a little bit of Angie being vulnerable and Deanna admitting there's no relationship with Naeem due to the kids. And the whole Sahara and Kiara interaction, that's like the first time we saw the ladies have any type of little friction. You know, because they all seem to be supportive. I think even in this episode, when Deanna didn't get up to hug Tay, I think she said that out loud. But that was a little bit surprising to
Right.
see that.
Yeah. I thought about that. I mean, Sahara is pretty straightforward. I respect that.
Mhm.
That's why I like her, because she doesn't bullshit around
Mhm.
what she's trying to say.
Yeah.
Um, but Tay, on the other end, I don't know. I think she was caught off guard and was like not really expecting that at all.
Mhm.
But I can see them maybe going at it at the reunion.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? I could see that there's some smoke
Uh-huh.
or something. I don't know what happened. Did Sahara sit on Cisco's lap or something like?
Now, in in the ladies' vault towards the end, I think Sahara admitted to having another connection with Jay, saying it's a little something there or something like that. But even before that, she had brought it to Kiara and was like, I feel the tension. You know, I feel like it's coming towards me. You know, and it was the first time we saw something like that. In the end, I think I mentioned it last week. It feels like it's get back to Cam, though.
Hmm.
You know, that's kind of what it feels like. And I
Yeah,
could be wrong.
yeah.
Could be wrong, but
I mean, that would be really. I mean, that would throw me for a loop. But I, that's the thing, man. Like, it's so hard because I know they manipulate these stories and they
Mhm.
write it. They have all these people going on these dates. So I don't know. Maybe her and Cam did, get in a little something gangster.
Yeah. So I thought about it. It could have been to have multiple connections going in the house. It could have been a number of things.
Right.
Um, but yeah, we're gonna get to that clip. I know Kiara was in here earlier. But
Who's
yeah,
Kiara?
Kiara, yeah.
Who is she dating? Which one?
Jay.
Okay, yeah. All right,
Yeah.
I got you.
And you know, she was cool about it from what we saw. But you never know what they don't show us everything in the vault.
Yeah, no. I want to see. Well, good. I mean, yeah, just good. That's fine.
Yeah, so you know, the ladies deliberate and you know, they gotta take two fellas out. And I remember when they took Hussein, and I said, if Angie tell Hussein that he ain't ready to love, I'm flipping over all these tables.
And see, Hussein should have knew. Like, man, I'm here for the filler date or
Uh-huh.
whatever.
Yeah.
Because I didn't understand what he was even doing there.
Oh, hold on 1 second. Don't do nothing. Yeah. So I think it was just
What was it? What did they say his issue was?
being non-communicative.
Not some bullshit. Because, come on, man. Really, though? Like, oh, yeah, you haven't, because you don't text your phone, you don't text back, you're not ready to love. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
So I feel like they had to take two guys out. They had to take two guys out. We kind of had a strong idea that Naeem was going to get eliminated because his two strongest connections basically said no. One thing I do know is that you do not want to have a date on elimination day.
Mm-mm.
You know what I mean? Even if you do have a lot of connections, because you never know.
Let me tell you something.
You never know.
Every elimination day, I had a date. I'm like, here we go again. What? You know, I'm like, here we go. Now I got to be faced with this one more time. So yeah, Hussein, I don't respect the bubble date or the filler date or whatever date you want to call it. I don't respect it.
So yeah. Yeah, so
oh shit.
We didn't really see a lot of Sahara and Jay, and that's just Sahara being herself. But like I said, that's the first time we saw some friction between the ladies.
Mm-hmm. Good.
So they deliberate. Tay and then takes out Naeem, and Angie takes out Hussein. And long story short, Naeem's an amazing person, but the kids is just too much. And he did take it well,
Yeah.
He took it well. Oh, no, I think I went back too far. Yeah, he took it well. And then
I mean, damn, they didn't know that this man had 5 kids on episode 1. Why you drag his story out, all this stuff, to do it late, this far later down the line? They knew they was doing this.
Yeah. And I feel like to close it with him having too many kids, when they knew that to begin with, I think they could have closed it on something else, something different. But they they have nothing negative to say about him.
Right, here he goes. He sits down. He's like, oh, this is some bullshit. Right, I know what it is. I know what this is.
So do we feel like those were the right choices and then
being
eliminated?
I could understand that, a woman is not necessarily going to want to, blend a family with a man that has 5 kids. It takes a woman that has children of her own, maybe consider that, you know what I mean? But I don't think a lot of these women had kids of their own. And so for those reasons, I feel like it probably was the right decision. But I think that also too, this is a great way for him to highlight his good qualities so that, those 5 kids won't be an obstacle, moving forward.
Yeah, I think it was a good look for him. I think he showed himself as a stand-up dude. He could be there for his friends. It showed that he has healed, he has lived, he's well-to-do. He take care of his kids, don't really need other women to take part in that. And I think he had a good showing, to even make it as far as he did. Most people didn't think he was going to. So good on him. And, just like we always say to folks that get eliminated, like I know it's tough, man. I know it's tough. And he took it well. Who's saying like, come on, man. Like,
he's agitated. He's like, look, tell me I'm going to fuck home or leave me alone. Shit, I got shit to do.
Oh man.
I
Oh man.
mean, I just want to know, was I right about that, Hussein? Is that was I reading the room correctly?
He's like, why am I here? Like, she know what it is. You know?
Right.
Right.
That's hilarious.
So it wasn't even a bubble date.
See?
Yeah, it wasn't a bubble date. So what we doing? All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, so to everyone that has been eliminated, shout out to y'all. Good on y'all. We are family now, technically.
Yep.
You know, we cast. But as we all know, we about to go to the house. We about to go to the house.
And I'm ready for drama. I'm ready for fakeness. I'm ready for everything.
Bam.
Yep. Got him.
Yeah, we got one kiss already. Close. We got 2 hugs that I counted.
Wait, who's that in that bed?
That's Rose. Rose and Cam.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's Rose and Cam.
Oh shit.
Hara and Cam. See, but it's not out in the open.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Cam is coming through like a ringer.
But it's not out in the open.
Right.
You know what I mean? So maybe the ladies still don't know yet. But eventually he gonna have to find a way to let them know who his top connection is.
Yeah, Cam.
And I think that's gonna get messy. Look at that.
Oh shit. Here we go.
Yeah. And we're not laughing because we want y'all to go through the drama. It's just
they create that's the reason why you go to that house.
Yeah.
Let me explain something to the people. All right. This is a part of this at this stage in the game. People are over the show. They hate waking up with the cameras in their face. They just either want to get kicked off. They want it to end fast. So now you put that energy into a house, and you're sitting there in this house, and everybody's getting on your nerves. You got the people waking you up, and you ain't eating, and you have to listen to this shit. It's a mess. And they know that. They create this environment, and now, boom, here's your show.
Yeah.
And they get all the drama out of you.
It's about to get good. And they normally have, 2 episodes, right? At the house.
Yeah, yep.
Jay.
Come
on, man. You know. Like you know. You know that physically touching anybody is off limits. Like there's nothing to question about that, right?
Yep.
You get that initial hug, and that's if you know them. You get that initial hug, and that's it.
That part.
That's it.
Yeah.
Because as a guy, we looking to see if like she rub her arm while she laugh.
Yeah, exactly.
Or she kind of like, you'd be like, yeah, I got her. Or any type of physical touch. When a woman invite you into her space, her physical space, he gotta know better, man.
Yeah.
He gotta know better.
And as they say, when you know better, you do better.
Hold on, who this? So, yeah, we got who that? That's Rose and Hussein in the background. Okay.
Come on, Hussein.
Because
Don't
I like to go frame by frame.
take
I don't be missing nothing. Even when I'm looking on the bed, I'm like, all right, whose clothes and material
exactly.
on that bed
Who had the Nike?
right now? All right. Who was sitting next to who during the games? All that.
Mm-hmm.
Tay, Cisco, Kiara. Who that? Is that Hussein's arm in his watch?
Yes, it
Next to
is.
Angie, Sahara, Cam.
Yep.
Bam. So we could deduce quite a few things.
Cam is he's just going through squeezing all the Charmin.
So I think we missed a couple weeks. We was like, Cam can't seem to help himself, man. Cam, I feel like we saw Cam go at everybody that he was on camera with. Even Deanna.
And here's the thing though. They put that liquor, they make sure they get all the liquor. When you get to that house, it's stocked with liquor. They want you drinking and playing games from sun up to sundown. And then at that point, that's when the beans get spilled. Yeah.
Come on, Jay.
I know.
Yeah.
What it is.
That's tough to explain right there.
Oof. Well, Sahara's like, I got your man.
Yeah, that's tough to explain.
Yeah. Yep. It's like, yeah, you know what this is. But she probably looking at Cam like, oh, you want to be over there hugging on Rose?
Yeah.
I'm going to go over here to Jay.
So I'm wondering if this is what, day 1, day 2, before the argument, after the argument, because sometimes production timing be off. Oh, so
boom.
So what's your predictions for next week?
Well, as you can see, if you roll that back just a little bit. Just go back.
Sure thing.
And this is how, when you see her face, right there, stop, just right there. Now, as you can see, production is in the background being messy as hell because they told her, go walk through there.
Yeah, this ain't nobody, right? This is not these two people.
That's production.
Yeah.
And now hit the button. You're gonna see the dude grab the camera and everything. Like, yeah, oh. Look, cameras in the back. You see that?
Yeah.
Hurry up and get that shot.
Let me see if I can
oh shit.
Multiple camera.
Yeah, all back there. They sent her in there and told her, yeah, go get busy. We want the drama. Homeboy had to hurry up and pick up his cameras. Look at him. You can see the sound man over there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm gonna definitely flag this shit.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
All right. Any predictions on the couples?
Well, I can't comment on Cisco because we know they didn't make it or whatever. So, but I see him and obviously him and Tay locking in. I think Cam is going to be the one to stir the pot. The light-skinned girl was Angie. Angie. Mm-hmm. Angie is going to be connectionless, right? She'll probably, because once she comes away from Cam, Hussein ain't rocking with her because he don't like texting. And she ain't got no connection with Jay. And the brother with the dreads. So yeah, so she's probably going to be the first one to go when they kick people off. She'll be saying goodnight. And I think, it'll be either Rose and Hussein, or I think it's going to be Rose and Hussein. I think Cam is going to have a mash pot of, Sahara and what's her face? Rose.
Rose.
Him and yeah, I think it'll be like focused on him and Rose, but I think him and Sahara is gonna fall out, and that's what takes her over to Jay. And I think Jay and what's her face will probably still get back together, knowing that Sahara's probably being petty.
Yeah, yeah, I can see all that. Working backwards, I could definitely see Sahara trying to get some get back because I don't see her being in the house alone.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I could see Rose being kind of unaware of Cam's actions, but is going to end up being revealed to her. I could see Hussein just trying to be respectful to everybody else and just focus on Rose. I see Angie just enjoying herself at the house. No pressure, not really trying to get with nobody, not really trying to interrupt nothing. Just kind of just doing her thing. Jay, boy, I don't know what you are doing right now to make it this far. You know what I mean? To make it this far and to be really concerned about being locked in and then it's just not a good look.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's just not a good look. I don't know how else to say it. And you either know that it's not a good look or you don't.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And we're grown. You should be aware. Kiara, I feel like I could feel her frustration to make it this far and have something just so something that you would think is obvious not be obvious. I can understand her frustration. Who else we got left? Khalil.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I feel sorry for that brother. You know?
I mean, he might have to default to what's her name? On the light skin chick, Lisa.
Angie.
Angie. I'm sorry.
But she can't at this point, man. Like at this point, if we see her
Listen.
get with Khalil, you're gonna be like, come on, Angie. That's almost everybody.
Right. But they got a show to sell. So they're gonna try it. They're gonna try a huge comeback.
Yeah, I could see Tay telling Khalil that, she's gonna go with Cisco. And then sometimes you never know. That could have been the goodbye kiss.
not when he double clutched.
With the eyes closed.
He double clutched. It wasn't just a one time, smooch. He went back after it. Yeah, I mean,
did I miss anybody? Cisco.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like Cisco.
He locked in. Like he don't have no other choices out there, right?
Yeah, but you know what though? Maybe he's revolting right now, showing the chick that he's got right now, because at the end, Tay was like, "I can't do this with you." So this is my thoughts. That's just
Okay. Audience, let us know what y'all think.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. And going through the comments where Hussein, well, we talked about, dubbing and all that stuff.
Yeah.
It was at that time where Camille, her whole little joint was dubbed. There was nobody. She was talking to the chair. The chair was like it was supposed to be a person. Like you talking to the chair. And you're like, don't worry, it's gonna make sense when we put it together on camera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So it's been good. We almost done. We had a little break.
Yeah.
I feel sorry for cast that had to go through the break and kind of put their lives on pause a little bit more than normal.
Yeah.
So
yeah, they got discounted. Sure. I hope that OWN knows that this was a bullshit way to go through the season, and I hope they never do that again because it really slows the momentum of the show down. It messes with the viewership. People that I talked to when they took that break, they was like, "Man, I don't know what the hell's going on." Like the veteran or adults, the 65-year-olds that watch this shit is like, "I'm done with this because it's getting out of hand."
yeah.
So they need to get their shit together.
And now I got to catch up all over again, and they got to deal with the comments like who this, who that. I always look at them. Who's Fritz?
Yeah.
What's the other dude name? Yeah.
Yeah. If you want to, play games, have a 20 episode season and do that shit, but don't fuck people over like that.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. You want to close out, P.O.?
Yeah, real quick. Let me just answer Lex's question. A bubble date is the date that they use to tell you that you are still ready to love, versus the elimination date is the one where you get your ass eliminated.
Yeah.
That's that. Yeah. Oh, thanks to Go to Africa. Appreciate you. Yeah, you know what it is. It's PO 100 sightings on IG, and in the professional realm, www.ptaylorlux.com. You got everything you need.
Good stuff. Shout out PO for joining me tonight. Like the comments, we had some cast in the comments, Kiara and Hussein, who's been a regular supporter of us. We are looking to link up with y'all. So we're gonna see who throwing a party for the reunion or something, and we'll see if we can make some things happen. But you know me, I'm Tyrone from Ready to Love DC, and I appreciate y'all for joining me here. And I'm gonna end up putting out more content now that I'm a little more settled. In my new place. So be on the lookout for that. I got some things on my mind. See y'all next week when we discuss the goings on in the house, because I got a feeling it's going to be messy.
It's going to be ugly.
It's going to be a lot messy. And again, we're not laughing because it's messy and it's bringing cast members pain. It's because we're aware of the situation. So, again. All right. Y'all have a good night.
All right, y'all.
See y'all next week.